Welcome back. I'm Victor Gamov with StarTree, and we are diving into an essential aspect of managing your Apache Pinot setup, configuring tenants. So let's get started. So, what exactly are tenants in Apache Pinot? Think of tenants as dedicated spaces within your Pinot cluster designed to isolate and manage different datasets and workloads. This is particularly useful in multi-tenant environment where you need to segregate resources for different teams or different applications. We have two types of tenants: broker tenants and server tenants. As name implies, broker tenants handle query routing, while server tenants manage data storage and processing. Tenant is a logical component, defined as a group of server-broker nodes with the same tag. Tenants can be defined for broker or server. Broker tenants allow for separation of data and compute at the broker layer. A sample use case might be a cluster that hosts data for multiple clients that might need to segregate traffic and as well as data. Some of the broker tenant might include multiple nodes, where some of them might include just only ones. Depends on the load and depends on the configuration of what you want to configure here. Server tenants in Pinot allow separation of data and compute at the server level. A typical use case might be segregating data by department within a company with some critical data or some non-critical tasks. Example, you can have tenant that might include hundreds of servers and tenant that might include only few. Where the critical data and the latency would be important, you will assign your clients to tenant that has the capabilities to serve with very low latencies. Configuration of the tenants on the server and on the broker involve interacting with the Pinot admin command. There's a special subcommand called add tenant where you need to specify a role that you're configuring tenant for the server or for the broker. Creating tenants for the server and brokers also available through REST API. You can use curl or similar HTTP clients to interact with the controller and providing payload that will include configuration for role of the broker or role of the server. Now, it's time to get our hands dirty. Go for this exercise in folder add tenant, which is the folder in GitHub, where you can find Docker Compose file and README file that explains flow command. You can simply run the compose file and execute those commands in your terminal. Again, if you find yourself in a situation where something is not working, try to start from scratch. GitHub includes working example. If you're still experiencing any issues, don't hesitate to ask for help in a troubleshooting channel in our community Slack. In this module, you learn how tenants help isolate and manage different datasets and workloads, how you can create tenants for cluster and using CLI or using API, and how you can validate configuration and see how things are running correctly. In the next video, we will dive into creating schemas, tables, and segments in Apache Pinot. Until next time, happy clustering!